which is a bit frustrating. So we've got the station visitors car park just out front here, and then beyond that is authorised personnel only. So let's let this bike out and get in his way. Nice little Yamaha. Yeah, so policed authorised vehicles only, and over on this side it does say for police personnel only on this one. There we go. But you can't really see a huge deal from somewhere the public can stand, unfortunately. You've got a forensic services van there. And that's about it, really. So that's a bit of a shame. Yeah, not bad, thank you. Pardon?
Is there anything we can help you with?
No, you're right. I'm just going to see if I can wait and get some marked vehicles coming in and out or stuff, something.
Can I ask why?
Pardon?
Can I ask why?
Just out of interest, really. That's all. Alright. Alrighty. Yeah, no, I'm looking to upgrade. I'm on a 125 at the moment.
Yeah,
By the way, you just blocked somebody coming in. Just be careful of where you park your bike. He was literally trying to come in. Alright, but yeah, so next time I'd recommend.
Because I want to make sure.
Yeah, I understand that. But obviously you can pull over safely to the side and do so.
What's your name?
Pardon?
What's your name?
What's your name?
Liz.
Liz.
So I'm this police officer that's in charge
Oh,
of this
Chief Superintendent.
location.
Oh, okay,
Have
lovely.
you got any ID on you, please?
Why would I need ID?
Have you got any ID on you, please?
Come on
Otherwise
in.
I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Come on, Superintendent. You don't just go around demanding ID from the members of the public.
I'd certainly do if they're counter-terrorism risk.
Counter-terrorism risk? What makes it a counter-terrorism risk?
Filming our officers.
As I explained to the person on the bike, I don't even know who that is.
Okay, if you...
But I'm just waiting for some marked vehicles to come in and out.
Sir, would you mind me asking, just asking, what are you doing here? You just...
As I've just explained twice now, once to the person on the bike and one on the to this lady.
Mate, listen. Can't really be outside police stations.
Okay, before you go ahead with the search, can I just say one more thing?
Yeah.
I would highly recommend that you look up a memo from the National Police Chiefs Council regarding people filming in public places, regarding social media vloggers and police stations. I would highly recommend it before you land yourself a lawsuit.
Listen.
And that's you do what you
feel comfortable with that.
you do what you got to do. You do what you got. I will not say
Okay,
now. I do not consent to any searches. I know lawfully I don't have to, but I want to make that clear.
Regardless of your ability to film things in a public setting.
Right.
Obviously, you raise our awareness and our suspicion, particularly in an environment of severe CT risk.
And who are you, sorry?
Sorry, I'm Inspector Tarek McKinsey.
Inspector
Tarek McKinsey.
McKinsey, that's a cool name, I like that. And have you got a warrant number there?
Yeah, I do. 243501.
243501, thank you. And do you have a warrant number? Sorry?
Mate, listen.
Sorry,
Instead of being obstructive.
no, I'm not being obstructive. I'm trying to get relevant
Can you
information.
just listen to me for a second, all right?
No, I don't have to listen to you, do I?
No, you don't.
Exactly.
Okay, fine.
So you've given me a warrant number. Do you have a warrant number, Superintendent, please?
We're not going to engage with any further.
Listen.
Well, you are, because you're saying that you're going to search.
All right, folks, buckle up because what starts as a quiet day outside Mitcham Police Station quickly spirals into a tense, almost cinematic standoff. We've got an auditor just filming marked police vehicles from a public footpath, and within minutes, a plainclothes officer storms in, demanding ID, tossing around terms like terrorism risk, and even hinting at a Section 43 search. If you're unfamiliar, Section 43 is serious business, usually reserved for genuine terrorism concerns, not a citizen holding a camera. The stage is set, civilian versus authority, protocol versus panic, and social media vloggers caught in the crossfire. Stick around, because this one is full of twists, escalating tension, and lessons about knowing your
Allowed to
secret
do it, but
information.
We legally, we can also search
They're not
you
secret.
to look into that.
No,
and check
no.
if
You have to
research.
have grounds to search me.
Yeah, I do.
No.
Outside
You have to have
police station,
objection.
filming people
So
coming
do
in and
you
out.
suspect me being a
You're s-
terrorist?
You're also filming people who,
Okay.
police officers coming out who are not in marked, who are not wearing uniform.
No. That
Sure,
you're
you are.
no. You're
That's
making
not
you're
obviously
making
you
an
just-
assumption.
we basically
You're making an
said-
assumption there.
The
Yeah,
officer just
have-
came out and said you were filming as she exited. So,
Right, and do you know
so
that
you're
I was filming her?
Well, I have that suspicion. Okay.
Okay.
And that's enough for me to look into.
It's not. That's filming in public.
we can debate
no,
this all day.
it's
We
not a
can debate
debate.
this
The
all
memo
day,
clearly
alright?
says it, and the fact that I've
Okay,
made you
well,
aware
that's
of this
fine.
memo is going to win me the
You're
lawsuit.
look, that's absolutely fine. You're
It's-
filming,
it's
you're
absolutely
filming,
fine.
It's fine. It's fine for you to have that opinion.
It's
You're
not an
filming
opinion.
Not only marked
It's
officers,
fact.
but staff who
I've
are
already got
unmarked
one
coming
lawsuit
through.
against the MPS for this exact
Okay,
reason.
well, look, I'm not going to debate those situations. Okay. Is anyone available?
We're just going to ask a question if someone can pop down, but yeah. No, it should come out on the radio.
Yeah,
shortly.
okay.
Well, I might just stick around, to be honest. Might just go. But
That's within your gift, right?
well, apparently, because I'm not detained, but you suspect me of being a terrorist because you said you're going to detain me, you're waiting for a uniform to come and detain me. So clearly, you suspect me of being a
We'd
terrorist.
be more comfortable doing a search when we've got body-worn footage as well. All right.
So you're not going to detain me until the uniform gets here. You're just going to wait. At which point I could just walk away, potentially be a terrorist. As you're saying, you suspect.
It's a developing situation.
It's not, because if you genuinely suspect me of being a terrorist,
I don't
you
really
would be
want to
you would be
engage any further
physically
because,
detaining me,
you're
wouldn't
being
you?
provocative, in my opinion, and I think you're doing that on purpose.
No, I'm trying
my
to
view.
reason
That's
with you,
my view.
Inspector.
You're not being reasonable because you're interrupting me non-stop. I'm trying to talk, you keep cutting
You
in.
interrupt me as
Okay.
well.
No, I've let you speak. You've said you've made your piece. I've explained what we're looking to do.
Yeah,
Okay, and that's fine.
but it's not fine. That's the issue, Inspector, is that it's not fine. You cannot abuse. You used to have Section 44.
I'm not abusing.
You don't have to. You don't have to
I'm not
talk.
abusing.
You don't have to talk. Do you know you used to have Section 44? Do you know why that got repealed? For this exact reason, didn't it? Didn't it, Chief Chief
So why
Superintendent?
Are you, why are you filming us now?
Pardon?
Why?
Well, for my own protection. You just said that you're going to detain and search me. As you said, you want body-worn footage. I want my own record as well.
We want to make sure officers are safe. So we want to take.
And I want to make sure members of the public are safe from tyrants like yourselves. So if you're going to abuse Section 43, I cannot stop you from doing that, obviously.
Asterisk, here's where the drama hits full swing. The auditor is now being pressed for ID, and suddenly the phrase counterterrorism risk is thrown around. Notice the sheer audacity of claiming filming marked vehicles could constitute a terrorism threat. This is pure overreach. What's fascinating is the clash of knowledge versus authority. The auditor calmly cites an NPCC memo that clearly outlines the rights of citizens filming in public, yet the superintendent seems either unaware or unwilling to acknowledge it. The tension is palpable. Public rights colliding head-on with overzealous policing. It's one of those moments where you can almost feel the situation teetering on the edge.
Here, okay?
No,
I don't
you're
feel
abusing my
comfortable
rights.
Pulling out a phone and doing research right now. I don't know who you are. I don't know anything
You
about
could get this constable to do it. You could get the chief superintendent to do it.
A little bit under control. That's absolutely fine. All right?
Well, sorry, what's your name, Chief? Elizabeth Chappell, and what was it, Sergeant McKinsky? And your warrant number, sorry? 238826. Thank you. Just so I know exactly who to reference in the complaint to the IOPC.
Absolutely fine.
Absolutely. I will not be bullied by a threat of a search from exercising my right. You know we have human rights in this country. Do you remember your oath? Do either of you remember your oath? No, I doubt that you do you?
We're not going to do this.
You don't have to, but I can still talk and I can still ask questions.
Okay.
Neither of you remember your oath. You swore an oath to the crown of this country to uphold the human rights of the people. I have an Article 10 right to exercise my freedom of expression. That's exactly what I'm doing.
You don't have the right to film police officers.
I absolutely do. Anywhere in a public place, yes, I do. So you're going to come. You're going to come and get a uniform to come with a body-worn camera who has the right to record me, but I don't have the right to record you.
Recording us?
Yeah, but she just said I don't have the right to. Which I absolutely... You just said you don't have the right to record police officers.
You were doing, you've raised our suspicions that
Well,
you're a danger to-
you're raising my suspicions right now of absolute tyrannical constables. And it's disgusting that it's a superintendent and...
Now pay close attention to this exchange. The superintendent asserts suspicion while the auditor stands firm, citing legal memos and stressing that public filming doesn't justify a Section 43 search. What we see here is textbook escalation avoidance on one side and a textbook overstep on the other. The auditor isn't confrontational, yet the officer in charge is clearly flustered. You can hear the subtle power dynamics at play. The high-ranking officer expects compliance purely because of rank, while the auditor leverages knowledge of law and precedent as a shield. For anyone watching, this is a masterclass in staying calm, informed, and recording everything. It's evidence and protection all.
Inspector, absolutely despicable.
Okay, no problem.
You keep saying no problem, but it is a huge problem. A huge, huge, huge problem.
Can you just cover out? So essentially, I'll give you a little update. This individual has been spotted outside by an officer leaving the police station unmarked in their own personal vehicle and drives the clothes. She is concerned because it looks like he's filming. Obviously, the entrance where we've got the coming through. He's also filming an officer going home from work, not in plain uniform this time. As such, given this decision, there's some concerns that perhaps he's raised our suspicion around in this duty environment. So, obviously,
Again, so before you, so yeah. Here, as I explained to the first person that approached, I came here to try and get some shots of marked vehicles coming in and out, like this one. If obviously it wasn't being obstructed, I would get a nice sweep shot of a marked vehicle going in. Right? So let me finish. I've advised the Chief Superintendent and the Inspector that there is a memo from the National Police Chiefs Council, okay, that clearly explains vloggers and social media auditors filming police stations, and that it is not to be used as a ground for a Section 43 search, okay? Now, obviously, I've just heard the inspector say that it's down to you and it is ultimately your decision whether to do a search. As such, if you detain me and search me, you will be the one that is liable, because you'll be the one detaining and searching. You would be the one that is liable under the IOPC complaint procedures for disciplinary and dismissal, okay? So I would advise that, yes, your superiors are suggesting that you do something, but I would suggest that you have some common sense, at least look up this memo before you take any further action. I'm not going to go anywhere, but I would suggest that you look up this memo before you put yourself in a bad situation because a chief superintendent and an inspector is asking you to. Okay, because you are the one that is ultimately responsible for your actions as a constable, and they don't have the balls to detain me and search me themselves.
Okay, are you aware that there's not a lot of marked vehicles that come in and out?
I wasn't aware of that, no, but I appreciate you telling me. I didn't know that because I've not been here before.
You've not been here before?
No.
Okay.
So how would I know that?
So were you not here earlier?
No.
No.
No. Well, have you had somebody else here filming today?
Well, I've just been told that you were here earlier.
No, I've been here 14 minutes.
Okay. And how long are you staying here?
As long as a piece of string, my friend. You know, like I said, that shot that I've just missed because I'm now engaging in this conversation with you probably would have been enough to get my footage. And I probably would have been on my way. But obviously now I'm going to have to wait for another vehicle because I need to complete my footage. You know.
How many vehicles are you looking for?
Just one. Yeah.
Just like one police car?
Yeah, marked vehicle. Yeah. It's just, so it's...
Why are you filming?
Pardon?
Why are you filming?
Because I'm interested. You know, we all have individual interests, don't we?
I know everyone tends to have like their own different reasons.
Absolutely, exactly. You know, and I have the right to freedom of expression in this country.
Exactly.
You know, and I absolutely have that right. I'm not trespassing onto your secure areas. I was stood out there. I clearly filmed the fact that you got the authorised vehicles only and the police personnel only sign. And so I made a point to point that out for my footage. And the fact that I'm not going past that, I stood there to film through all.
Boiling point. The auditor is being told a uniformed officer will conduct a search. No detention yet, but the threat is implied. The stakes feel higher than they really are. And that's the brilliance of this encounter. The auditor's calm, factual responses contrast with the officer's increasingly erratic insistence. It's a perfect demonstration of how knowledge and composure can prevent escalation. Imagine how different this could have gone if either party lost their cool.